Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video where today we are back with role ideas for Town of Salem. This would be part 4. Now, I've only got 3 roles since the last time. The last one I was going over was the Phantom. And since then, I've got 3 new ones, so we'll start with Altruist, which is going to be the shortest one. This role right here is basically just a reworked version of the old Retributionist. If you do not know what the old Retributionist did, it used to be able to revive a town member, and that's it. So, this one, well, you'll see. So, it's a unique role, just like the old Retributionist was, and the new one still is. It's a town support with no defense or attack. Your ability is to choose to resurrect a town member in exchange for your own life. So you can only resurrect town members. When you choose to resurrect someone, you will die while resurrecting them, and the person you resurrected will be alive again. The death message will say they died resurrecting someone. So it's literally just the same as the old Retributionist, except you give your own life in exchange to, revive them. So the number of townies in the game would stay the same. It would, obviously, they'd be found innocent. Medium, janitor, retributionist, altruist, necromancer, or trapper would be the results. And for consig, your target wants to sacrifice themselves to save another. They must be an altruist. So, yeah. I say this is a more balanced version of the regular retributionist. You have to give your own life in exchange for reviving someone. But, yeah, it's just a reworked version. You can disagree on whether or not it's better or not, but... Alright, next we'll actually skip that one and come back to it. We're going to go for Deceiver up next. Now, I don't know how good this role can be, but anyways, Deceiver is a mafia deception. Your goal is to kill anyone that will not submit to the mafia. You've got no attack, no defense. Your ability is 3 times a game you can change how someone died. When you change how someone dies, if they die that night, the death message will be whatever you put it as. So, and for the mechanics, you get 3 uses each night. Oh my gosh, I can't read. You get 3 uses each night. You can what the death message. Okay, well, that's a typo. You can choose what the death message is for the person you choose if they die that night. Oh my gosh, I really wrote this weird. Alright, anyways, each night you can basically choose what the new death message is for the person that you choose if they die that night. For example, Mafia kills like number 7. You can change their death message to like they were stabbed by a serial killer. That death message will now appear when announcing how that person died instead of saying they died to Mafia. If you are changing a death message of someone that Mafia didn't kill that night, you will change the death message of that person to the one you chose. If there are multiple ways the person died, it will always take priority of changing Mafia's death message. If it wasn't the mafioso or godfather that killed him, it would take priority for Ambusher. If Ambusher didn't kill them as well, then it will be chosen at random at which death message you will replace. Sheriff, your target is suspicious. Investigator results it made sense to have it the same as Forgers. So Lookout, Forger, Deceiver, Juggernaut, Coven Leader. And your target can make someone appear to have died differently than they actually did. They must be a deceiver. Yeah, I did not write this one well, but you get the idea. I don't know how useful this would be, but it's just there. I mean, framers are very useful most of the time, but yeah. Oh, there's actually 6 oh yeah. Anyways, the next one and the last one is probably, I feel like it's a pretty good role. So this one's called the Comparer. There might have already been ideas for this role, but I still put it up here. So the alignment is Town Investigative. Your goal is to lynch all criminals and evildoers, and your ability is to compare 2 people each night to find out if they're on the same team. So you cannot compare yourself with anyone, you cannot compare anyone with a revealed mayor, and if you try to compare anyone with a jailer, it will say one of your targets was jailed. Anyone who is framed will appear to be on the same team as the Mafia. Anyone who is doused will appear to be on the same team as an arsonist, and anyone that is hexed will appear to be on the same team as any coven member. So for the mechanics, it's pretty long, but So mechanics. Each night you visit two people and compare them. You will be told either that they are both working for the same team or that they are working for different teams. You cannot compare yourself to anyone else, and you cannot compare a revealed mayor with anyone. If you try to compare anyone with a jailer, you will get a message saying that one of your targets was jailed, and this is obviously to prevent repeatedly comparing people with a jailer to find evils. It'd basically be overpowered if you could continue to do that. You'd just be able to find out every evil, so... if someone is framed, they will appear to be on the same team as the mafia, as any mafia member. For example, like a vigilante or serial killer got framed. If you compare them with a member of the mafia, it'll say they were working on the same team, and will show as working on different teams if you compare with someone else on the same team as them. So, like, you take, like, a framed vigilante and you try to compare him to, like, medium, it'll say different teams because that person was framed. This is also true for hexes, except they'll appear to be on the same team as any coven member, and dowses will also work like that, only showing that they are on the same team as the arsonist. Comparing two framed players will show them as on the same team. This also goes for two hex people or douse people. If you compare anyone with a survivor, it'll say they're working the same team because, you know, a survivor can side anyone. Comparing anyone with an amnesiac, pirate, jester, executioner will say they're on opposing teams. Comparing a guardian angel with their target will show as same team. However, if you compare someone that isn't the GA's target with the GA, it'll say they're on opposing teams. Comparing a witch with any town role will say different teams. However, if you compare them with a framed or doused town member, it'll say they're on the same team. Comparing a witch with anyone that isn't town will obviously say same team, since the witch literally sides anyone that isn't town. Comparing two serial killers and two arsonists with each other would obviously be same team. And if you are witched, the witch or coven leader will automatically compare themselves to whoever they witched you into. So they would compare themselves with whoever they're targeting. So the sheriff, obviously they'd be innocent. And the investigator results would be sheriff, comparer, executioner, werewolf, or poisoner. And the consig, your target compares people to each other. They must be a comparer. So I feel like this is a pretty good town investigative role. I tried, like, balancing out as much as I could to make it not too overpowered by not letting them compare with revealed mayors. They cannot compare themselves, and they cannot compare with a jailer. So the only way, although I guess it doesn't really stop them from comparing with, like, a confirmed vigilante over and over, confirmed vigilante with someone, or a confirmed crusader. But yeah, I tried. I don't really know how to combat that, so I tried to make it as balanced as I could. So anyways, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next video.